When first my father settled here, 'twas then the frontier line. The panther's scream filled night with fear, and bears preyed on the swine. Abraham Lincoln.
Lincoln and his legend were born in the forbidding frontier woods of Kentucky. His grandfather had brought his family here from Virginia in the 1780s and had been killed by Indians while clearing his land. His son Thomas stayed on to raise crops and a family. And on February 12, 1809, in a small log cabin, his wife Nancy gave birth to a son, whom they named after his murdered grandfather, Abraham. Young Abraham would spend his boyhood in a series of small cabins like this, as Thomas moved through Kentucky and Indiana looking for better land. For Abraham and his sister Sarah, life was an endless drudge of hard manual labor, a life young Abe was desperate to escape.
As he was growing up, I think Lincoln acquired an ambition to better himself, to do better than his own father had done, to achieve an education that would enable him to go beyond manual labor.
It wasn't just the manual labor that Lincoln disliked. It was the way his father treated him.
He used to beat him. Now, he doesn't seem to have been abusive regularly, but he used to smack him around, oftentimes for trivial offenses. He treated him like a slave. And one of the main reasons Lincoln hated slavery so much is because he hated the way his father had treated him when he was a boy. So he could identify with the slaves.
Abraham found parental affection from his mother, Nancy. But when he was only 8, she died from drinking infected milk. He would later describe his loss as the bitterest agony. His father, needing help to raise his 2 children, married Sarah Bush Johnston, seen here in later life. She had 3 children of her own, and so 7 people were soon sharing an Indiana cabin. Lincoln's new stepmother was a godsend. They developed a great love for each other, and Sarah later admitted that she preferred Abraham to her own children.
He was the best boy I ever saw. He never told me a lie in his life and never dodged responsibility. Sarah Bush Johnston Lincoln.